there's a fancy term called hindsight bias, which is when we look back at points that are actually random, we try to connect them and create a narrative. As an example, like if there was 1,024 of us in this room, and I gave each one of you a quarter, and I said flip that 10 times, statistically, one of you would get 10 tails in a row. And what happens usually is the media swoops in, and then, it's like, oh, let's look at Kevin. Like, he got 10 tails in a row. Look at his flip technique, and his fingers and the way his wrist was and how his elbow and his posture. That's what we do. It's funny, even returning on that point with Good to Great, of the 10 companies, 2 of the CEOs she profiled were the CEOs for Circuit City and Fannie Mae, because the book was written like 10 years ago, right? Which we know, right? Didn't work out so well. So whether you call it like luck or karma or blessings, I think it is helpful to think there's some part of this process that's a little bit out of your control. Because then if you're Thomas Edison and you've built 9,999 light bulbs, you don't say, I give up. Because you realize you just need to trust the process. Or if you're James Dyson, you built 5,000 vacuums. It's like, trust the process and keep going. And I'm not saying, don't misinterpret it, that being creative is just, it's all luck. But my point is as you are creative and you observe and you question your world, as you work hard and you build early and often, you increase your chances of getting lucky.